Hey everyone, how y'all doing? Got another gun review for you. This is the Taurus Model 856 chambered in 38 special. This is the 3-inch barrel version. They have a snub nose version as well. Before we begin, let's show clear and safe. Cylinder's empty. All right. So this was a Christmas present, and I'm excited to finally review it. I've had it out on the range. I've got 100 rounds through it, 2 boxes of 50. Not a single issue. It's a hoss. I like it. I love it. And it comes with a lot of features for the price you pay for it. Be kind of an unboxing, but not really. I've already opened it up. I've already shot the gun, but I'm going to show you what comes in the box. So I guess what they won't tell you is that it comes with 2 sets of grips. Right now I have, it's a shorter grip on there. I can't, like, my pinky's not really on there, but it does rest on it a little bit. And I actually like this one better. It's got a nice little shelf right here for your thumb. And I mean, it fits in my hand really well. This is a little bit bigger grip. And what you do is there's a pin that holds this one in. Punch that pin out and the grip slides off. Now this one will slide on, and then it's got a screw that you're gonna screw into the bottom of this. And it's this one is more of a full grip. Like, I can get every finger on there. I just like this one better. I feel like it feels better in my hand. And after shooting it, I think this is what I'm gonna stick with. I know if you go to Taurus's website, you can look at the different grips for these and buy it straight from them. The, what do they call it? The VZ grips, the one that's like black and gray, you know, striping on it. That one looks really good, and I've held one of these with that one. I think in the future I might try that grip out, but I think right now I'm going to stick with this. I really like this. But what comes in the box, right? You get your 2 grips, and you know, open these flaps up on this box. This grip was actually what came on the gun, and then the smaller grip was under this flap right here. And then you get your standard lock. And then that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this. Let's get into the gun. This is like I said, it's 38 special. It's a 6-shot. Okay, fires 6 shots. Everything on it works really well. You know, it ejects nice and smooth, and the lockup on it is solid. There's no movement. There's no movement on the crane. There's no jiggling in it. No forward and back play. A little left and right, but not too much. It's like minute. Like, I don't even know if I can get it on camera, but you might be able to hear it. But it's not much. And then for the lockup on this, I'm really impressed with the lockup. So, you know, you've got your release here, right? It's a push forward release. You push forward, release it. And so what's happening is that, you know, you got your release here, right? It's this little cylinder release pin right here. That's what is releasing it, okay? It also has this here too. This is like a little pin that moves in and out, and it's cut out right. Let's see if I can get it on here. I don't know if you can see the cutout right there, but this fits into that. So whenever you close it, it's nice and solid. And I don't have no way to test the trigger pull on it as far as the weight, but it's really good. I can stage it right there at the brake, so it's right there, and you can feel it. It's like a little hump almost. There's like a little hill you're trying to get over. It's like, and then when you get to it, it's right there. And then in single action, really easy. I really don't know what else to say about this gun. It's solidly built, you know, and it feels hefty. You know, they got it in many different color options and variations of it. I went with the black cylinder with this. I don't know if this is like the way it's coated or if it's actually like a brushed stainless steel, but it's stainless steel, but it looks good. You could definitely carry, you know, you could get this in a decent holster. I actually have a holster I'm going to show here in a minute for it that I purchased for it. But for the sights, it has a blade on the front, and I think certain models I checked the box. My box didn't come with it, but I think some come with a night sight, a tritium night sight on here. I do prefer the blade though. I like this blade. It's got a rear trench, and let's see if I can line that up with the camera. But yeah, it's solid. I like it. It's well built. I'm gonna do a trigger pull on it. I'm gonna do 6 shots in rapid succession real quick, just so you can see what it's like. 3, 4, 5, 6, and then, you know, your single action is fairly basic. I mean, it works very good. You know, people give Taurus a bad rap. I guess in the past they've had quality control issues. I've shot Taurus G2Cs, the G3Cs, the full-size G3, and then I've shot the, I don't know the model, but it was a Taurus that was a 357, and it was a longer barrel than this. I think it was a 4-inch with a really beefy grip. That was my buddy's, and it's solidly built. And, you know, I've never had problems with any of them as far as shooting them. And this one is no exception. It is well built. You know, people will say bad things about Taurus. I don't have a single bad thing to say about them. This is a solid gun. The guy at the gun store, I picked this up at Academy Sports, my local Academy Sports, and the guy tried to give me some junk about it because I pulled the display one out to look at, and, you know, at like big box stores, they'll put those trigger locks in, you know, that cover it. Well, on this gun, everything's locked up solid, right? But you put a little bit of pressure on this trigger, the cylinder will free spin. And when I picked it up, it was doing that. And the guy was like, look, it's broken already. And I asked him the question. I was like, well, do you think it's this trigger lock putting pressure on the trigger? So he actually brought me this one out, the one I bought, and lo and behold, you know, it's locked up solid. If you put a little bit of pressure on it, that's what it is. Now, I have 2 other revolvers. I have a Rock Island Armory M200 and a Ruger LCRX that do the same thing if you put enough pressure on the trigger. Okay. Now, when you're going to pull this trigger, right? So when you're at the point where it stages, it's locked back up again. Okay. It's not going to move. Okay. It only disengages your little catch right here, your cylinder catch. I don't know the term for this little piece right here, but I'm gonna call it a cylinder catch. You know, it disengages so your cylinder can rotate, and then it re-engages. So right there at the point of break, like it's engaged again. So you actually have a true alignment from the cylinder to the barrel, and yeah. I have nothing to complain about it. I did, you know, take it apart. As far as take it apart, not fully take it apart, but, you know, when I was swapping the grips out, you know, I made sure everything was clean on the inside, which it was. Oiled it up, and then there's, don't quote me, I think there was 2 screws that are covered up by this grip. I Loctited them. I just pulled them out and Loctited them. I didn't want them walking out, but I don't think they were going to walk out anywhere with this being covering over them, right? The screw that holds this release in, I Loctited that as well. And then I did take the crane out. So the crane is held in with this screw right here, right? Now, when you take this screw out, there's a spring and then like a little, like a detent that sits on the end of that spring, and it applies pressure, I guess almost like a cam almost, like on this, you know, this piece actually continues inside, and that spring, that screw is applying pressure to this. This is what holds it in place, okay? I did take that out, you know, and clean out on the inside. It was clean. and just to, you know, verify it. And, you know, since it was out of the gun completely, I was able to clean the cylinders really good. And I think that they actually test fire this from the factory. You know, you usually get like 1 or 2 shots. All 6 cylinders were dirty. So I think that they had fired all 6 cylinders. And then the barrel, right here where it starts on the forcing cone, you can see a little bit of dirt right here because I shot it and I did my best to clean it. I haven't done like a full cleaning of it yet. I just made sure the barrel was clean internally. But when I got it out of the box, there was a little bit of grime here. I cleaned that up. But yeah, they definitely test this from the factory, I guess is the point I'm trying to make. And it was clean. I did put some Loctite on this when I reinstalled this. And then, I mean, I went 100 rounds of... what did I shoot? I shot some Winchester. It was 158 grain. Actually, let me take a look real quick because I had another box of it. Excuse me, it wasn't Winchester. This is what I was shooting. I had some American Eagle. This is 130 grain full metal jacket. I actually had a little bit more. I had 3 boxes of this. Sorry, I had some 9mm out that day too shooting. So I ended up shooting 2 more out of this box as well. But 130, oh, that's lead nose. Oh, I got it mixed up, I guess. But this is what I was shooting, okay? Fed it, you know, no issues. So I think, well, so what? I had 2 rounds missing, so 102 rounds to be exact as far as what I shot through this. And it's solid. I have nothing but good things to say about it. Having shot it, I guess depending on your grips, right? Like I got big hands, but I feel like this smaller grip works for me. And, you know, the bigger one was nice. I just like this one better. And I mean, even with, you know, 38 specials, you know, it can kick pretty good. Even with this smaller grip, I had an easy time with it. Like it wasn't difficult, right? It didn't feel like it was going to walk out of my hands with the recoil. It was very manageable. And then the last thing I'm going to show you with it was a holster I have for it. I have a Bianchi 7000 AccuMold holster for my Rock Island Armory M200, and it's for a 4-inch barrel. They make the Bianchi 7001 AccuMold holsters for 3-inch barrels, and it's for 2 to 3-inch barrels is what they say. This fits in there very snug, so it's in there, and it's in there good, and it's not going to come out. Okay, it does have a little button clip on it, and it covers it. It's not going anywhere. So this is me kind of really pulling on it, but it's it does have a little bit of play, but it fits in there nice. Moving around, you can just hear some little rattling from the gun. It's not moving around in the holster. And then, you know, for release on it, it's just, so if this is outside the waistband, right, it's on you and you're wanting to draw, it's as simple as a flick and you're drawing. And I think this works good for outside the waistband if this is something you wanted to carry. I currently do not have an in the waistband holster. That's going to be the next thing I work on with it. And yeah, I think that looks really nice. But yeah, if you have anything you wish I had done with this, just put it in the comments, something you want to see. I really do like this firearm. I like that it has 2 points of lockup on here, right? It's got it here and here. It's really solid in there. Like, it's very solid gun. So, yeah, if you have something you would like to see, please put it in the comments. And, yeah, please enjoy. Hit the like button if you like it. If you don't like it, you don't have to. But, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks.